All right, well, welcome back. Back at the old Whitney Deer Camp right now. Just wanted to post a short video today. I had a little bit of time to get out here and kind of explain a couple of the upcoming videos and a few projects we have going on. So for today, just heading back in the woods to do a little bit of hinge cutting, clear out a few areas for some bedding and things. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. It is about 20 degrees. Heading back in the woods, kind of show you what the plans will be here shortly. All right, so like I said, back in the woods now. Couple of plans, couple of things I wanted to talk about today. So like I said in the last video, keep an eye out. My dad and I have a video coming up about us applying for an elk tag out west. So we'll talk about that and kind of show the process, kind of what our plans will be this fall. For today, like I said, I have a few minutes, can get a little bit of work done here at the deer camp. So got to change some batteries and some cameras, that type of deal. One thing we're going to work on today is, like I said in the intro, a little bit of wood cutting, a little bit of hinge cutting as well. So here in Michigan, there's kind of three things that we focus on for whitetails. Number one is food, of course. In this area, food isn't too big of an issue. As you saw in the very first video, Mike and I dropped a maple tree to kind of clear out an area, or help clear out an area where we're going to be putting in a food plot. So that'll definitely be helpful. Number two is water. Now, the good thing about here in Michigan, it's not like out west, for instance. Water is not an issue for us. So really it comes down to two things for us: food and shelter for the deer, meaning bedding. Now, where we're at here, it's pretty mature hardwoods, as you can kind of see back behind me here. So creating bedding is a big thing to help control and keep deer on your property and keep bringing them back to your property. So that's what we're going to work on a little bit today. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time, but any time you get is well spent on the property for sure. Working with the Husky 440 today. Great little trim saw, super lightweight, and we'll get her gassed up, take a little walk in the woods. The snow is crunchy, which means she is still a cold one. Like I showed you, about 20 degrees, but is better than the -4 or so when Mike and my dad and I were dropping trees. All right, so here's a real nice example of what we're looking for. Kind of a younger tree, 10, 15, 20 years old. Here, maple tree. We're gonna hinge cut this about maybe chest to waist height, not cutting all the way through it, just to keep it attached at least partially. That's gonna keep it alive. For one, they're gonna love these buds right now, and they'll be all over this tonight. And also, in the spring and summer, the tree will still be alive. We can use that for cover for the deer. The trees we really don't want to do this to are going to be your, frankly, more valuable trees for the deer and otherwise. Those are going to be things like your red oaks, which I'm looking at a few right now. White oaks, that type of deal. They produce your acorns, and anytime in the future, if you plan to take trees down, they're generally a more valuable tree. Get started. All right, so what you're seeing here is me trying to take down a maple tree, and as you can tell, the saw is acting up. If I was smart, I would have had the saw in the truck with me warming up before we came out. Just a little cold, gets it going, and we'll get that tree down. All right, let me walk you through here, show you what I did over the past few minutes. So what I'm doing is dropping these trees down kind of on top of each other, as you can see ahead of me. The deer love to go right up in there, and they'll bed right all in these trees. Obviously, the other added bonus with this time of year is, of course, as I keep saying, is all of the buds. Here's a good example of some buds on a birch tree right here. They'll be coming through here. They'll be in here tonight eating these. The other less obvious thing is when you look up. When you look up, you can start to see some canopy. Well, what does that mean? That means undergrowth, and undergrowth is great for everything in the woods, including deer, you know, rabbits, and otherwise. So we'll keep doing a little bit of work, change out our batteries, and then got to head home. Like I said, not too much time today to do some work. One other thing to point out is, like I said, not cutting down your oak trees. This looks to be a white oak right here, little red oak right here, as you can see, and a couple of other small ones in here. So that should give them a good opportunity to grow up a bit. A couple more trees to work on. Saw's warming up. Let's go and change out some batteries. Trail cams need some new batteries in them, and then I think we'll head home. Here we go. These are the Reveals X 3.0. Excellent cameras. Highly recommend. They've worked out really well for us. So if somebody asks, I'm using AA's. They do have rechargeable packs, which I may invest in next year, but for now, we're sticking with these. Click that to on. We got a green light. Good to go. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. Like I said before, if this is something you enjoy watching, go ahead and subscribe. It is free, of course. Keep an eye out for upcoming videos. Like I said earlier, my dad and I should be uploading a video here in the next couple of days explaining what we're doing this fall. And of course, keep an eye out for future content as well. We should have some maple syrup videos and like I said, a big fishing trip planned in March. Thanks again, and thanks for watching.